rock it back and forth until it falls.
Wet.
Yeah, that hailstorm kind of soaked everything. Way to pick it up is another thing. I'm not straining my back.
Yeah. We only got about 2 feet to go.
Yeah.
Don't step backwards.
What?
No, one more slide. Don't step back though. You're there.
Good?
Yep.
Yeah. Look at that. It'll keep getting further and further in.
Hold on. Can we tilt it again?
All right. Yeah. It's easier to push like backwards.
Pull, you mean?
Pull. Trying to push this way, like even trying to find the center with my shoulder and push.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. Yeah, I feel off balance and like I'm gonna fall over. So putting one hand on the wall
Yeah.
and
Give yourself some leverage.
kind of strapping my arm. It doesn't take a whole lot of
Nice.
energy or anything. That should be able to flip a bunch more. By the time we get down to the center,
Actually, go any farther.
yeah, by the time we get down to the center, it should be pretty close. I'm going to just straighten it up. Be all right.
Yeah.
I didn't videotape putting the 6x12s up because I didn't want anybody to copy the way I was doing it. Not that it's super unsafe. It was very safe the way I did it. But if you were to try and copy it and leave one piece out, it could be very unsafe. So the way I thought it out and did it was very safe. Nothing was going to fall. My wife was watching and helping place blocks to help stair step the beams up. But they're heavy beams, and if they have a chance to flop one way or another, someone could get really hurt. I mean, I don't know how much a 6x12 24-foot long beam weighs. It's made out of Doug fir. You want to Google it, put it in the comments, go for it. I have no idea how much that beam weighs, but it's a lot. Stair stepping it as you're going up to get it into one side and then the other, it's not too bad. I wore my back brace. I got both of them in place without hurting myself, without hurting my wife, and with nothing falling. If you're gonna do it, my suggestion would just get a forklift that can come in here and lift it up. I like challenges, so I did it my way. I like to, I don't know, prove people wrong when they say you can't do it. But I did. With my own arms, I lifted those 6x12s into place. No heavy equipment, nothing else, just my muscle. So it is possible if you put your mind to it. Think about levers, wheels, stair stepping, all kinds of different things to move it one increment at a time. But those are in place, nailed in. I've got my brackets. We finished up that wall back there, that little piece for the door to our master bedroom. That's all finished up. And we got going on our 4x8s for our second floor. Those are our floor joists for our second floor. We only got 4 of those put up today. It seems like the hardest thing is figuring out how you're going to get the first one up there. After that, things seem to move a little bit faster. even with the 6x12s. The first 6x12, I think it took us 4.5 hours to get that first one into place. Doing the second one, total time, I think it was like an hour and a half. So once you've got the idea on how to get a beam up and into place, the first one's the hardest. We've got an idea how we're going to get these into place. I videotaped the first one. We've refined that set a little bit more and got it so there's less steps, less lifting with my back, and a lot more sliding instead of rolling. So using the center beam as kind of a pivot and being able to manipulate it around, it works wonders. It's amazing when you really put your mind to solving a problem, how you can figure out ways to move stuff around and make stuff work. So it did take one day to put the 6x12s up in amongst that hailstorm we got that destroyed my greenhouse roof and went through and filled this whole area with hail. The hail in here, I might have a picture of it, up against that wall was that deep. It's almost like it snowed. It was incredible. The water was, I want to say, a half-inch deep. So as soon as it stopped hailing and raining, we were out here with brooms, brooming it out the different doorways. You know, even though there's the OSB is still up around some of these doorways, it's got a gap underneath it. So we're pushing water out as fast as we can to get this place dried back out. And at the same point, it did kind of clean some of the sawdust and dirt out of here. There's a ton of pine needles. The whole place had the fresh aroma of pine after that hailstorm. But we got this place cleaned out, and we did get those 6x12s up that same day. And 4x8s, we've got 25 of them to put up. So we've got quite a few more. We've got 4 of them up right now. It means 21 more. 21 more 4x8s. And we're starting at the middle because I have half the 4x8s over here and the other half the 4x8s are stacked up on the outside of that wall. So we'll be able to start in the middle and just work our way out. Now we've been kind of behind the times on ordering different brackets and different things. We've had to kind of wait for some stuff along this process of building our house. But we finally got a little wise and we ordered the brackets for our rafters. And then we ordered the brackets that are they're little L brackets that are gonna hold these floor joists in place after we get them all set up. I do have the 24 foot on center marked on top of these walls, so we know where to put them. We've got those brackets, should be here in about 2 days, along with the screws to put them in. And then like I said, our rafter brackets are way ahead of time, probably 2-3 weeks ahead of time, but we've got those on order, so those will be here when we get to that point. So we are gonna have a staircase over here. It's gonna start over here, go to a platform, turn, and then go the rest of the way up. So these floor joists right here, more than likely, they're gonna come out. I'm gonna say 100%, these 3 floor joists right here are gonna get cut off right next to this beam. And we thought about trying to figure out where exactly that staircase is gonna go and cutting them out ahead of time or just cutting them short right here and putting them in. But I'm thinking just put them in 24 on center, get them where they need to be, and then we can trim them and cut out for the staircase later when we definitely know where it's gonna go. We want this whole area where the staircase is gonna be to be open to the top so that we have airflow from the top floor to the bottom floor. We're also gonna have an open air space over here so that we can have ceiling fans up top that kind of circulate the air to keep the whole house the same temperature. And that'll all kind of piece together as we're building our house. You'll kind of see how it's gonna flow. When the house is done, you'll see it and you'll, oh yeah, that's what he was talking about. I understand now. So don't feel bad if you don't understand. It's kind of hard to figure, you know, there's gonna be an open space in the ceiling there. But because you are gonna see these floor joists anywhere out here in this living room area, these beams, the 4x8s, the 6x12s, they're all gonna be visible. We're gonna hide all our wiring in the laundry room, bathroom, master bedroom, and master closet. All the wiring is gonna go around through the roof and then come through the walls in different ways so that we can see all these floor joists without wiring and plumbing going through it. But I think I'm done for today. I'm gonna pack up the rest of this stuff and get inside. Got a little tired today. Yesterday was a big day putting those big 6x12s in. So I'm gonna take it easy. Remember guys, take care of yourself when you're working with this heavy timber. and be smart about it. Don't overwork your body, and make sure everything's really secure. Until next time, go make something.